2. Coffee Junkie here, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey and from the Shamblecraft server. I am here at my base. Well, it doesn't look like my base, it's just a mountain right now. But I am at my base and trying to make some modifications to my original floor plan. Let me show you. I have been hard at work. I've been hard at work shearing the sides of this mountain range. 10 blocks that way, 10 blocks that way, to the sides and to the back. I'm on the last 10 block section now, as a matter of fact. I want to expand all this out, make it a lot bigger, and truly make this first floor the kitchen for my Hufflepuff house that it deserves to be. It'll also give me the opportunity to properly move my portal, which is in a very inconvenient location right now, both here in the overworld and in the nether. I need to do something about that, but I can't do diddly squat until this mountain range is sheared properly. And I have my trusty sidekick here, keeping me company as I go through and I level the playing field, so to speak, and give myself the space that is needed, the ample space to get the job done. So I'm going to just continue doing this and making my way down to the bottom. And when you come back, or when I come back, or when we come back, the next time you see this, it's going to be completely cleared and we will be ready to rock and roll. So I'll see you in a bit. So after, let's just say about an hour, I went ahead and finished clearing out this particular wall. So now my base has more room to wiggle, as it were. 10 blocks all the way around from one end to the other. Now you're probably wondering why I have all these grass or dirt splotches everywhere. And that's because I obviously am going to need a lot more acacia, and I'm going to need a lot of birch, or wood in general, because I need to focus on my basement, my at least one of the basements, which is going to be my storage area. I need a lot of barrels to store all the stuff, especially with everything that I took from this mountain range. It basically filled all of my shulkers. I'm not kidding. There was only one that was empty by the time I was done. It filled them all. I had to go make more. That's how crazy it was. Um, so, but at least the big job is done, and I can start spreading this out. But I'm going to have to get my hands on more acacia. The birch I'm going to use I'm going to use that to make the barrels. In the meantime, this was dropped off to me from your friendly neighborhood Johnny. It's a lot of sticks and a lot of sticks and some ladders. They ended up with just shulkers and shulkers and shulkers of sticks, and Johnny had asked if anyone wanted any, and I said sure, because why not? On top of that, let me show you real quick. I meant to show this to you before, but I'm going to show you now. Down in my zombie XP farm, which I'm still super proud of, thanks for the help, Mick. Newt decided to bestow upon me many, 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 many stacks of blaze rods. So many, in fact, that I have them in a separate chest over here, and I have them in a separate chest over here. I will be able to run my leather shop and my armor shop to my heart's content. That is after I get rid of the 4 double chests full of leather. If you're watching this, Newt, I really wasn't kidding that I had plenty of leather to give away to you in exchange for all those blaze rods. So I have a lot of work to do to get my shop open, but one thing at a time. We need to get this portal situated. We need to get this base completely completely squared away. We need to get the first floor done, and we're not going to do that just sitting here jabberjawing. We need to find the saplings, and we need to start growing some trees. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. See you in a bit. So I moved my portal, right? And yeah, it ended up putting itself in the same exact position on the nether side, which is fine. So as I was trying to figure out what the heck happened, because darned if I understand portals, Iggy and Newt decided to come to my rescue, knowing full well that I already have this idea with Myknus to have a special mechanism put into his fortress nether portal build. Um, and so these two took it upon themselves to not only help move my portal, but build a temporary pathway into the Nether Hub until I can meet up with Mick and do the redstone or whatever it is that he wants to do to make that work. So it looks like the portal is good, possibly. I'm gonna find out. Well, I know what's next. Um, I mentioned that I need my head. Um, um, all right, go ahead. That's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That's that works. I hope you got it. So, now that my head is back together and that ghast is there and it will see me very soon. No, it won't. Nothing like shooting ghasts at 50 paces to make your day brighter, right? Right. So, I'm going to show you in a little bit what I've been up to. I came over here and grabbed some netherrack and a piece or two of this crimson nylium to grow a couple of trees for a build scheme or schematic or some whatever the word is, um, for the Hufflepuff house, or at least my interpretation of it. Um, I am going to model it after the Charmed house from the show from the 90s because I love that show. And I just love that house so much. I love Victorian houses. I think they're great. Um, and this one, oh, I'm out of arrows. That's a problem. Okay, next next thing. So yeah, Newt built this for me, and apparently he and Iggy were very busy. I had mentioned to them that Myknus was going to help me with something parallel to what you see here from Badger's Tunnel, so that I could have my own entrance on the other side of his, what is it, the bastion-esque, fortress-esque thing. So they told me to come through here and then take a random item and toss it, and this would magically open up. So I'm now on the other side of the portal, which is great, and I threw my head up there, that's fine. But now I can come over here, come down the stairs, and then there you go. Now, because I don't understand redstone a lick, I have asked them to come on by and tell me, explain to me, as if I were a child, to take the line from Galaxy Quest, how exactly this works. Walk me through the redstone so that I can learn how to use it. So I'm going to get a hold of them. They're on the server right now, and I'll bring them in and they can show me exactly what they were up to. So, yeah, let me go grab them and I'll have them tell us a story. So I'm here with Newt and Iggy, the masterminds behind this magical door that I showed you earlier. And I've asked them to kind of, well, explain themselves and how this bad boy works. So tell me a story. How does this work? Show me the magic. Teach me your ways.
Right. Right. So as you've seen, we've brought items here, and all of a sudden the door opens up nicely, and then it closes back up behind us. Yeah, so that's the magic. Do you want me to break the magic for you?
Yes. It's I've always wanted to learn I've always wanted to learn redstone, so Show me what you did so that way I can learn. Because I was gonna figure
Right.
this out by myself. I think you saved me days of I think you saved me days of stuff. So
That was
days of trial
definitely
and
more
error and
simple than you
swearing.
think.
It's fine.
Right.
All
Let's
right.
go through here to the noodles that we made here.
Oh wow, this is
Pardon
really
my
neat. So this goes
no,
all the way
pardon
up.
my noodles because it's messy like
Oh,
nothing
it's
else.
Redstone's always messy.
Okay.
I mean, come on now. Have you seen some of us with some of the Redstone shenanigans that are going on?
Yeah, I seen Folly, so that's I think I
Mm-hmm.
have a point of
Well,
reference nowhere.
And
well,
we watch Hermitcraft. I mean, decked out alone.
Oh, Redstone with D-dubs.
Redstone for days. So this is relatively this looks relatively simple in the grand scheme of more tech heavy mechanisms. So
Definitely
so
yes.
so this is redstone dust and these are repeaters, right?
These are comparators.
Comparators. See, this is how much I need to learn.
Okay, easy, always easy way to recognize. Repeaters, 2 red bits on top.
Okay.
Comparators, 3 red bits on top.
Ah, okay.
You
I
got
see.
repeater here.
Oh, okay. So this is a
So it's got two
repeater
of those
and
red
this is a
nubbins.
comparator. Okay, I'm with
Yes.
you. I'm with you. Okay.
Okay. Comparators have some more functions than what we're using here, but for now, we're just going to take their ability to detect item that's behind it
Mhm.
and sending a little redstone pulse once he sees the item.
Okay.
So what we have here is a hopper minecart that lets
Okay.
us pick up the item full block above us, as opposed to a normal hopper that allows us to pick up items from not full blocks.
Okay.
Still, so yeah. As we plop the item into this, the little hopper underneath detect gets the item passed through
Okay.
and detects the fact that the item went through.
So
That
so the so it looks like it's a minecart on a powered rail.
yes
Okay. And the the powered rail is what
has no use. Is just a rail. It
it's
could
just a
be any
rail.
rail. Oh, is Newt stuck in the middle? I think Newt is
Oh
stuck in the
no.
middle. Did we throw an item? Yeah.
It should
remember when I was telling you about lag?
Yeah, you were.
Were you are you stuck in the door?
I am literally in the door.
Oops.
Yep. Have an item to the clock.
Ow.
Let me let you out.
Okay.
Ow.
Are you
Ah,
free?
nope. Nope. I am in
You're...
the piston somehow. Okay, I
Oh,
am
you
free
were
now. Woohoo!
in the Pistons. Now that was an interesting one.
I wasn't
Not just
kidding when I
window
said
here.
there would be shenanigans. I just wasn't expecting you to be the person engaged in the shenanigans, or the door for that matter. I was
Oh,
fully
when it,
expecting to get stuck in that door, so yeah.
here's the fun thing with Redstone. The person with the worst connection is going to show you the weakest points of
Good to know.
Certainly so.
it.
Certainly so.
So so these comparators, right? They're the ones that send the signal out this way to open the door?
Yeah, so basically this hopper whole thing with the chest at the end of it and a comparator here,
Mm-hmm.
this creates a signal, a little pulse, very short pulse, extremely short pulse, in fact. Um, Once the item gets blocked in,
Mm-hmm.
and then that signal needs to get extended. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck in a door. It would literally open for a split second and shut back up straight away.
Ah, okay. So these comparators send the signal to these, and then these are the ones that keep the door open longer so we can walk through it and not get smushed.
Yes.
Okay. And then how do you set it for the delay to keep the doors open? Like, do you
It's a
like
case
fiddle
of
with it or?
it's a case of adjusting the amount of comparators that you use. For this sort of a
Ah,
short delay, uh, comparators are nice and easy to use. for a bit longer delays and so on, you can use hopper clocks and other different kinds, basically. For
Ah,
our purpose, this is a perfect fit.
the advanced redstone hopper clocks.
Yes, there is many of those.
Okay. So then the signal, so
Gets
these four,
extended.
yeah, so these four comparators give about 4 seconds or so for the door to be open and us to waltz our way through.
More or less, yeah. Touch less than 4 seconds. But
Okay,
they
so
give us a bit of time just so we can get through.
yeah, okay. And so then there's a repeater here. What does this
Yes, in order,
repeater do?
this repeater helps us get the signal strong enough from this clock
Okay.
so we can reach top
Oh, so it
of
comes all
our.
the way up here and there's another
Yeah, more
repeater.
mess here. There is
Oh,
more mess here.
that is perfectly fine. So this repeater is hooked up to this redstone torch, and that helps
Yes,
carry the signal which is powering it over here to re- these repeaters that are
yes,
lit. They're lit because the signal's intact.
yes. They are currently on in order to keep the doors closed.
Ah, okay, that's what the torch is for.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ah,
and the
okay.
repeater that goes into this end block here and this torch,
Okay.
once the signal goes through the repeater that's behind you,
Mm-hmm.
this one here, once that repeater gets power, it overpowers the torch that's here, which
Okay.
in turn switches it off and gets all of this circuit switched off. At which point, all of the pistons retract.
Okay, and then the pistons I'm assuming are, oh yeah, there they are. They're
Literally
down
just
here,
underneath us. They're hiding all over the place underneath.
underneath here. 'Cause yeah, there's I think what, 8? No,
Uh,
six
there is
pistons?
16. There is
16
16 pistons.
pistons?
No, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Wait, 4, 6, 12, 12, 24 pistons, I think.
24 pistons.
Wait, wait,
Just to
wait.
open that bookcase.
Well, no.
Yes, from
To
both
open the
sides. It's from both. It's to open it from both sides in a block.
Ah, okay, so
and
Nice one.
it's not just to open the pit, open the bookcase. Opening the bookcase would be easy. What Iggy did was he made it flush, so that you can't tell there's a door
oh.
There is no redstone visible from any of the outsides. It's only on the out, like only here where you can see redstone. That's why you can't see any redstone when you go from your corridor or approach from the other side.
And I'm
You
assuming
cannot
this,
see.
okay, and I'm assuming the redstone I'm looking at down here is where we just were.
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't look up for the pistons. Interesting. Wow, okay. That's
Yeah.
kind of neat.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, we could jump into plot world and show your viewers either how to do it if they want to, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we could. We could do that. I mean, we're going to learn something today, and we learned a lot as it is. Sure. Let's um let's let's hop over into let's hop over into a plot world, and you guys can walk me through it, because that would be really cool to learn. All
Now
right.
you're gonna build one yourself.
Oh boy. Okay, well, all right. Let's do this. Well, dear viewers, you're going to have to wait until the next episode to see how I tackle Redstone under the tutelage of Iggy. But until then, I hope that you are all staying safe. I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday next week if you're observing. And wear your masks, wash your hands, be excellent to yourselves and to each other. Stay safe out there. If you really liked this episode, please feel free to hit like. I would love that so much. And if you really, really like what you see on this channel, make sure to hit subscribe, because that too would be absolutely wonderful. But until next time, I'm NJ, this is the Shamblecraft server, and I can't wait for you to see what's next. Take care. Bye.